Today I'm going to do the book to movie adaptation wish list, which I originally saw Books and Quills do, and I thought it was a pretty good idea. Most of these things are books I recently read within the past year because I was looking at Goodreads for ideas. And I also kind of have two categories. I have the more contemporary chick flicky books and then the more sci-fi fantasy. So I will start with the contemporary side. Pretty much anything by Rainbow Rowell I think could be made into a movie, and I would like to see that. Attachments would be like the cutest little rom-com. Fangirl would be awesome, and Eleanor and Park would probably be horrendously sad in the end, actually seeing it on a movie, but I welcome any movie people to make anything by Rainbow Rowell into a movie. Next is Amy and Roger's epic Detour by Morgan Matson, and I read this book last summer and I love it because it's a travel book, so I think the movie would be really cool if they actually traveled to these places, kind of like in Away We Go, but a younger teen version of that. And also the book already lends itself to these playlists, so the soundtrack to that movie I would expect to also be epic. So next we have the more sci-fi fantasy mystery books, and the first one of that would be Ready Player One. I feel like Ready Player One, because of the popularity of the book and the subject matter, I feel like it probably will end up as a movie. The only thing I have about that is it better be a really good movie. Like, please don't mess that up, because that story is fantastic. And if they could find a way to integrate the video game life with the actual movie, like how that works, that would be awesome. They could integrate that in a way where it was very smooth and didn't take away from the actual story. I think that would be awesome. Next is More Than This by Patrick Ness, and I read this pretty recently. I can imagine this world so well, and I think especially recently with these apocalyptic movies and TV shows that are out, I think it could be done very well. It could make a fantastic movie. I really wish that book would become a movie. Next is Steelheart by Brandon Sanderson, and I read this one very recently. But I really think because of superheroes being really in by now, that would probably be easy to make it a movie because of the trends. But I thought it definitely had its own story to tell, and not like the Marvel movies that are currently out because the superheroes are evil. I think it would be cool. And last is Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore by Robin Sloan. This would definitely be more of a mysterious movie, but I think I can just imagine the bookshop setting and just wish I could see that in a movie and just watch it over and over again, because they even go to the Google offices. Like, these things exist and they could shoot them in San Francisco, and I just would love for that story to be put into a movie. So the recent books I read that I wish would be made into a movie, I'd love to hear what you guys think would be an awesome book to movie adaptation. Bye!